Hey, good evening, guys. Down here on the wrap bales. We finished up last night around 3 o'clock. Well, we didn't really finish up, but it's all we could do to get done last night. Hello, good evening. Hey, how you doing, Monty? I think it's Monty or something like that. It's a good evening on the farm. I'm still up yet. We finished up here around 3 a.m. this morning. Thank you. And they go, I'm not even at the back of them here. Well, maybe we'll walk up there to the new baler. I have it backed in. I was putting a video together and I'm just exhausted from this weekend trying to bring this crop in. We need roughly over 600 bales of feed to get us through the winter time. So this is the first time I did it like this. And hey, John. I am sleepy. I am wore out. I'm sleepy, and I thought, well, I want to come down here. It's peaceful, and we took the kids over to the park and had some hoagies and just relaxed a little bit. And I thought, well, I haven't been down here since last night at 3 a.m. But I don't know if you guys got to seen the other video where that wrapper, just a short clip. I witnessed some video of it, and I had to get this stuff done today or last night because I had to get it all three of the barns, the big barn. Everything's cleaned out, so we had to haul that manure today yet. And the ground for the corn's not quite ready to plant yet. There are some wet spots. I know some guys tried to go, but it's just making big chunks of mud, and it's not good to do that. So just give it another day or so. So we should be doing alfalfa Monday or Tuesday. It all depends on the weather here. But I had a comment about why we don't graze our cattle. In our area, and just in our area, because that's all I know, land rent is so high, and it doesn't pay to graze cattle. It's better to bring the feed to the cattle. These are the new bales we just made with the new baler, and he could wrap one bale. I think it was like 45 to 50, I think about 45 seconds to wrap one bale, and that thing would just hum through here. It was pretty neat. And he was tumbling. He put a lot of plastic on. He was exhausted too. Hey, Paul. The guy that I had doing the wrapping for me, I never seen that type of a wrapper before. I seen him in lots and stuff like that. Hey, Ford, 2000 guy. So we were going as fast as we can, and I had another. I actually had 2 trailers to go get yet, bales, and well, then the linkage on the tractor, I guess, broke. So I ended up walking up to the dairy to get a skid loader, and I was dead tired to walk, and I didn't have a bale spear on the skid loader, which you'll see in a video. I have a video coming out loading bales with Kubota. That was very interesting. Oh, I want to get something up here for the tube. But I'm really impressed with that bale wrapper. But like I said, we need 600 bales to get through. And the only thing I don't like about these inline tube wraps, it takes a lot of ground to put these bales, because you can't. She's doing good. She was running around at the can't even think of the word. Playground. She was running around. But anyway, as you can see, you can't double stack these bales. and it takes a lot of ground. So this is why they're over here, because my whole... Hey, thanks. Hey, Rick. Yeah, we're off to a good start. So, did I say why we don't graze our cattle? Yeah, land rent. Land rent is outrageous for any kind of ground in Lancaster County, Dauphin County. And you can't put cattle on and graze cattle for what grain prices. And even the grain prices are dirt cheap. The people are still paying big bucks. So, all our feed comes to our cattle. Hello, are all the bales connected? Yeah, all the bales are butt end together. So that as the wrapper throws them, it's pushed them tight against end to end, and then it wraps them. And those little white bags at the end are called end caps. $5 a piece for those. Well, I'm off this. Right, in Lancaster County, yep. I'm right on the border of Lancaster and Dauphin. I have a piece of trash I want to throw over here. Who's this guy coming?
Hola.
Did you get your shower?
Yep.
You look like a little drowned rat.
What?
You look like a little drowned rat. Say hello to everybody.
Hello. Just joined. Well.
So we mowed all the yards today. Anybody missing a duck? I'm tired of feeding it.
Good duck. Look, he doesn't bite.
I don't know. Let him there.
Bye-bye.
So what is land rent an acre? I'm going to low end 300, high end 550. And that's just the way it is. If you need the land to go with your dairy farm, that's what it goes for. So you wonder how anybody pencils out anything to make anything, but that's the way it is. If you have a big dairy and you want the ground around you, that's what you're paying for it. Feed your cows. I don't know how anybody can make any money on it with the corn prices and the milk prices, but it is crazy. And then even pasture land. Say if you want pasture land, there's guys. That's long. Hey, Master 5, I agree with you. I don't know how they do it. I mean, these guys were grabbing land left and right and wherever they can get. You have to have 300 plus bushel corn. I'm in western Pennsylvania, edge of Beaver County, and okay. Hey, good evening, Peter. This baler just barely fits in here. He swept up everything. 250 an acre in my area, and it's crazy. You guys have a totally different kind of land up there too, and I don't know what you guys can produce an acre. But here's another thing, and maybe Massey 1105, this makes sense. The big dairies have to have land to put the manure on. And I won't mention any dairies, but there's a big one It's about 25 minutes from here. A very big one. But they use the manure to create electricity. So they're getting paid to produce electricity, and they're getting certain grants. So they can afford that kind of money for land rent too. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you guys, but they got to get that byproduct then after creating the electricity, and they need the land to spread that on. And I was talking to another guy. He said that they had 300 plus in my area. Yeah, so, but most that's the big dairies are paying that, and the upper 550 land rent, but they need that land to put that manure on, which they made money off of. And I don't think it's a lot of money, but they made money off. And I can't speak on the dairy aspects of this. I can't. Yes, I can't. Crush crops here at that rate for renting. You sit down and take it. Yeah. Little dairy farms in my, that's cheap. It's 10,000 an acre here. Is that land for sale, or is that land they're renting? We're talking about land rent right now. But he wants me to unhook this. There's a 3,000 dairy near me and doesn't pay that much for rent. He's just buying everything that comes available. Yeah. Well, that's a different one. You can buy ground. That's a whole different ball game. Rent where I'm at. But what I'm getting at is dairies need the ground to spread that byproduct after making electricity, and this is what this big dairy does. And they said they have run 20 tankers. I think they had 10 pits, massive pits around the clock. They work 21 days around the clock hauling liquid manure, and then they take off for a few days. I think it was like 6 days. They get a 6-day break, and right about around the clock haul manure again, just to get rid of the byproduct. And I thought that was pretty impressive, but so anyway, he wants me to unhook this and go for a joyride. I wouldn't even want to throw that number out there. It was down in Virginia. I think he told me that dairy farmer. He just told me today, and he was wanting to buy a manure truck, a tanker, and not use a tractor no more. These tractors are terrible expensive, and he just his tractor's ready to need to re-upgraded, and that's how we got talking about this stuff. So this thing needs So he needs a new manure tank and a new tractor, and he decided he's going to just go ahead and buy a truck with a tank on it, because they just go through so much with tires. All this road running, it takes out everything. So those were the left out bales, which you'll see a video later with the Kubota, and this guy behind me, he was running the Kubota. You got an escapee down there, you want to grab him? So we got this barn cleaned out, nice fresh sawdust. It smells really nice in here. Got the walkway nice and dry. They need to keep their feet dry. It's hard on the hooves. And he's going after a escapee. Yeah. Well, these guys were running 21 days around the clock. Around the clock. And then they get like 6, I wanted to say, he said 6 or 7 days off. And then they come right back for 21 days again. Just to keep down, there's red. Do you need help around the farm? I always need help. It's hard to, go that direction. Like some of these other guys that have YouTube channels, they're a little bigger than I am, and they can keep full-time help all the time. And like last night, it would have been just nice to have one more guy, and we could have got a lot more stuff done. Just to move my equipment, I needed the truck, I needed the baler, and the tractor. This corn looks really nice. And if anything goes wrong, that's another thing we got to do is we got to get the tools in. I'm going to do a video on what we're going to put in the toolbox for the baler. And just hire a guy. I tell you what the problem is insurance. Paying insurance on employees is enough to take you out anymore. Workman's comp. Ask Andy about me. I flew out there and worked for however long he needed and flew home. That's neat. Yeah, corn's really jumping up. It's some places probably about 5 inches there now. The barley's starting to change. I seen that today when we were hauling. And I think we're about a week out. If we get some heat here, so we really need some heat. And then we'll have a barley crop to bring in. That's gonna go on over there where that I took the greenhouse. We sold the greenhouse today, so that was a good experience. Guy came, got rid of that. This corn over here is doing really well too. Starting to turn green. The fields are starting to slowly turn green. Have a nice green tint to them. How was your day today, Rick? Bork. Still sounds funny. Yeah, I'm really impressed how it's really greened up here. Weed control looks good. This gets exciting here. We'll give it 10 days. It's going to be close to knee high here real quick if we get the heat. We're a first generation farm family, so it's me and my wife, and my kids will be second. Good day to you. Thank you. You got it. Rained out forecast the next 6 to 7 days. Wow. For as much as you do, it's unreal. Well, you guys don't get to see all this stuff. That's the problem. And then we get other people to help, and we help them, and it works. And that's all that matters, I guess. I get criticized for a lot of things, but when you have a program that works, stick with it. Right? I agree.
I do. That road got really close.
Hey, Dan, your video's not up yet. This guy was giving you a hard time today about Kubotas.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dan's gonna like his video.
Why is this road so close to each other?
Your business, your rules. I guess. I don't know, but it works. And it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it was orange. He was running an orange skid loader and the SS 75. And he was humming up the road with it. I was recording it. It looks like your program's working. It takes hard work, guys. It's not easy. It's not easy. But you got to be willing to change, and he may change colors. No, he's in the video telling you to change, Dan. He thinks you ought to demo one. I have nothing against Kubota, but I just like to give Dan a little hard time once in a while. And now my boy's giving him a hard time.
The only thing I don't like about Kubota is feet control.
Well, that's in like any scooter. If you don't have the hand pilots, see, he has to have the pilots because he can't reach the foot controls. And the skiller he was running, it didn't have hand controls.
I can reach him, just not heavy.
Okay. Dan says it's all good and fun until someone goes out and buys an orange one. Lucky you can grow cash crop there. Yep. I have something orange, but it's a Ford. I wish I had the opportunity that your son does. Well, he's a lucky guy. That's all I can say. I wish I was his age and I could have done the things he gets to do. But he has to respect it because it's a big responsibility. He wants to take this new one out for a spin tonight. He wanted me to unhook it. And I said, I was just so tired. I am tired too, guys. I'm tired, but this is how my relaxing time goes. Your son is great because he likes John Deere. I think he likes John Deere because of his dad. Is that right?
I grew up with John Deere, so that's...
Yeah. Hammer down, youngster. Tractors are meant for work, not play. Well, that's a true statement, but when you put your whole heart into doing something day and night, a nice drive in a tractor relaxes you. And this is what YouTube does for me. It's just a nice way to tell to adults and some younger guys. But when you're with kids all day long, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but to have a conversation, and we'll get it once in a while, we'll get somebody who wants to give me a hard time, but it's nice just to have a conversation. And this is the way I get my downtime. All work, no play with a John Deere tractor makes a dull farmer. Yeah. Playing in the mud.
Playing in mud isn't that bad.
New Hollands are not for a working man. But I need to get these all cleaned up again. They need a power wash. Power wash and wax job.
Yep. But I'm the one that usually does the wax.
He wants to drive this new one, and I just didn't want to.
You don't have to unhook the baler.
You don't have to unhook the baler.
No.
I have it all backed in there now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all fun if someone gets their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
When someone's giving you crap, it's because they're jealous of what you do. And you know what, guys? You don't know what they're going through everyday life. And sometimes it's easy to give someone a hard time. Look, it's gone. No more greenhouse.
Wow.
And I can get another truckload of stone. I got a lot of feed in this area. I gotta get some of those weeds mowed off there.
We can probably get them out till
A lot of feed in here.
we can probably get it out to here and the skillet.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, like...
Send the farmer's son for ice cream for the whole family in the new tractor.
That'd be fun.
Take the kids for ice cream in the new tractor. Yeah, we might do that. They like going to Rita's. Muddy tractor means it gets the job done. Yeah, but it's nice to have a shiny one once in a while too, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, like that.
Your son has the world in his hands, the right tools for the right jobs. Lucky kid having this dad sitting him upright. And for him, it's a lot of responsibility because, you know, we all can make mistakes, and I made plenty of them. Go get the ice cream.
Okay.
Dry the tires off Kids are getting ready for bed. We might do that tomorrow. But like I said, I was up. I was up all day yesterday, raking and baling, picking up bales, and I didn't get done till 3 a.m. Laid down for a little bit. Had an appointment in the morning at 7, and clean out manure all day.
Yeah, having a break at night.
So it's not. It's 601 there, I guess. That wrapper was amazing, Dan. I wish I could have made some more video, but it was when I did that clip, I was dead tired to begin with. But they say 30 seconds to 45 seconds a bale to wrap it. As fast as you can put him in that thing. I grew up on a 2,000-acre dairy farm. Cut my teeth on a John Deere steering wheel. Yeah. Well, that little guy, he's amazing. Sitting in there in the tractor as many hours he did, and he was happy. And I did a live stream baling there. I just wanted to. I was really happy with that baler yesterday.
I did something to Dad's steering wheel, and he never figured it out.
Yeah, I told him that story, I think, one time.
No.
But yeah, that baler was amazing, and all I can say is that you got to find the equipment you like to work with. Make the equipment work for you, and things will work out. And if you just kind of take those words I just said and listen to them a little bit, equipment has to work for you. You can't work for it. And that's a key that a lot of people think it's the other way around. You know, you're working at equipment. If it's not working for you, if your dealership's not working for you, you're in the wrong spot. Just so you know, your videos on the fraud check showing your, yeah. Hey, Camo Cowboy Outdoors, how you doing? And take care of what you have helps. That's right. And it, you know, that's another thing. Just a little bit extra time, keeping nice stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. And I just can't emphasize it enough. It's just these are all happy and dry. That's why I need you to wash mine, LOL. Dan, I thought there was something you were going for there. I'll put him in a box and send him out. He does a good job cleaning.
Okay. Make sure it's big enough to put lots of food in.
Oh. The 4840 was my favorite. Oh, yes. Well, they're calling for chance of showers tomorrow, Monday, a little bit Tuesday, but it's really a light chance. Go back over here to these bales one more time, and
They had a lot of air in them, I found them, like that middle.
well, that's an end cap, and that's where the gases can expand. I got a car coming, and I don't want to get this car on the video. Car's going awful slow. Might be a drive-by. Get ready to run.
Always ready to run, so
Hey Dan, are you missing a duck? Your duck's still here.
I didn't think it even flew off yet. Okay,
Dan, your duck's still sitting here. No, we actually have two of them over there. It's real. So these end caps they're just so they can expand the gases in them, and this one here is actually tight. Yeah, he is a good looking mallard. We have two. We have a female and a male up here behind, and they will walk in the steer barn and eat with the cattle. It's neat.
I guess there are ducks now.
Well, there's our feed. We're started for the winter time already.
Well, start it. We just got our winter.
I know, but we got to store a lot of feed up again. We can't be buying it.
We don't want to do like we did 2 years ago. When we ran out.
That's funny. We don't have farms in Vegas. The oats are doing really good in the burn site over there.
You gotta take marshmallow out.
Oh, that's too. They. He mowed. I mowed this side. He mowed the other side. I was like mowing out along the road here. At my ranch, too, we're picking up bits of barley and cattle drop. Yeah, that's unusual for us, but like they were out there today. They were just hanging out.
Dad, did you see I expand the field?
Mm-hmm.
I can't have ticks.
But that's a lot. That's a lot. It's almost full of bales, running out of room. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep making room, Dan. We gotta get 600, just 600 wrap bales. 500 and some just straw, and hopefully 500 and some corn fodder, just to get us through the winter time.
Holy cow.
And if we don't do that, we're going to be buying sawdust. That's why the hoop house is gone. We're going to put the barley up there. And I'll keep track of. We're going to do something a little different this year with the baler. Before, I would just bale and not keep track of what we use on the farm. Now I'm going to bale the farm for the bales. So that's kind of a business thing where you keep track of things a little better, and with the farm name and the custom business and stuff like that, we could actually cite an invoice and send it to the beef cattle. Is that a normal winter, or do you plan for a longer winter? That's a normal winter. It's just the amount of bedding we go through is just outrageous. But if you have to buy stuff at the high prices, like some of the stuff we had, or even a trailer load of sawdust, $1,100 for a load of sawdust, and we're about ready for another load here now again. I didn't get to read all that there, King 37, but something about white circles to stop the cows. Oh, the crows. Yeah. Hey, Walker Dairy Farms. Where do the sawdust come from? Lumber mills and stuff. They're hauling it out of, I think it's coming out of Reading, some places. Those are the things that destroy the farms. I'm going to have to send your son an orange hat. tell Dan we got something for you, Dan. Dan.
We got something for you.
You can see him in there, Dan. We're gonna send some green. We got a lot of green ones for you, Dan.
Oh, they're gonna be with my initials.
I got 2 people I need to send hats to, and then we'll get some more here next week. But we'll send one to you, Dan. Wear it with pride.
Mm-hmm.
Clouds look like a storm could kick through. Hello from Minnesota. How's Minnesota weather treating you? Get all your hay wrapped No. Holy cow, John boy. You didn't need to do that. Is that... John, I appreciate that. Is that for a hat, John? The orange ones will fit him better. Oh well, the orange hats will fit. Make it.
Holy cow! John.
We fill the barn with small squares and then the rest in the round bales.
Nope, we don't do round bales.
I don't know if you guys got to check out the earlier video there where we just set the bales in the barn there. Camo, Sasquatchacana here. How's the weather in Canada? Well, you better go turn some. We gotta do something nice for John. That was nice of John. We are cutting our first cut Thursday. Do you have the weather for it? Between the 600 and 800 bales in the barn. John says ice cream money. You better say thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, good. I hope you got some good weather. I would like to see some videos there from the other Dan. Beer money. I don't drink. It might sound odd, but I can tell you a story when I was younger, but that's for another time, I guess. But I just I'm not a big fan. Well, are we doing cash crop this year? Here's the problem. If we don't have the weather and the condition of the ground and stuff, we got to get that ground. I mean, wherever I go and I want to plant it, my last hope is when we take the barley off and then we put some strips in that field. Wherever we went this year, guys are putting it in, it will drown. It's too expensive and too much work to mess around. After last year, it's going to take a lot to get things going again for me. Milked 120 and had 50 head of beef cows. That would keep you busy. I just thought working around here every day, some days are crazy. It's just upkeep around here. I'm the second person getting a hat. Yeah. It's never a dull moment, especially these two guys. This guy here, he's come along pretty good. Did you have a nice day?
Uh-huh.
Where's your straw hat? They want to see that.
Oh, I left it in. I was going to bring it out.
Well, go get it. They want to see your hat, buddy.
I'm not bringing
He's
mine
one happy boy.
I'm not bringing mine out.
No, you have sneakers and shoes backwards. This guy here, his brother has a cowboy hat. What's the last time you could plant tobacco and get a crop? July. It's a short day crop. It's a 60-day crop. July is perfect. Back Farms, how you doing, Logan? Oh, we really like the tractor. That's a nice looking hat, son. Are you ready to put some tobacco away?
No, I'm not.
He's my buddy.
I'm not going to that.
You're not. You better get in the tractor and we'll see you sitting behind the wheel there. Doing good. I can't wait to get mine in the summer. Are you still doing calves, Logan? Black farms? Back farms? I didn't hear anything. Yeah, we have power. How they doing for you? How's the first ones do?
Nice.
Huh?
Nice.
Does it smell like new in there?
Yeah. How do you put the steering wheel down?
You push a little pedal on the floor. What do you think about boys wearing shorts on the farm?
Oh.
I never would do that. They will be a big help someday.
Only if they're careful. We only be careful on this one.
Do you know where the strobe light on the dash over there is?
What? What's that?
Yeah, we'll get you a hat out to you.
Can you turn it on?
You should be able to just push the button, I think. I still have 2 of the first round, and they are doing great. I got 2 from the friend.
You gotta turn it on.
No, you don't. You just push the button. If you know where strobe lights on the...
Is it like a...
That's good, Logan.
Yeah.
That tractor cruises right along nice.
You have to turn it on.
No, you shouldn't have to. Do you see the button?
Right here?
No, it's on the... Right over there, there's a button with a light on top of it. When there's a triangle one?
Got it? Is the one right beside it?
Yeah.
With the blinking?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm pressing it.
Then just turn the key on a little bit and see. It should come on by itself, I thought. There you go. You think you can start it?
Oh, I'm gonna see this. Oh, it's cool, Justin. It's like we're in a rodeo. I know. I love the blinkers.
If you had the time, could you walk down to show us around the machinery shed? Pasture. I didn't spell it right, or what? Oh, just got my pasture fence. I got you now, Logan. Sorry. Can you start it?
Yeah. Stand back.
It's got. I got it. What are you doing? You gotta crank it just a little bit, and you'll hear, and then you let it go to the key. You don't want to keep. No, keep cranking it. Take I think they're leaving me. Last I seen there was 18, 20, 21 hours on it, I think now. You need to keep that in the machine. Yeah, I got the email. I got your address in the email. "24 hours even on it there, Logan." I'll go back to the. And then all these lights are controlled wherever you want them. And I like the baler is all lit up now. easier.
How do you start the baler?
Well, we're not going to start it once in here, but right here. PTO, this is the front PTO and this is the rear PTO. Hey Dan, they were working hard to get me to unhook it today. The 450 is working really good. We're gonna be doing alfalfa, and when we get into our dry haze and stuff, I looked at a 5090M. It's nice, but it was too much for me. He wants you to run the 330G next.
You do? Yeah, turn this off.
Show your lights out. 1, 2. Turn them off air.
Turn this off.
Noisy little thing.
They'll turn off.
And they'll turn off. They're on a timer.
Yeah.
And this light down here is flashing.
That's
You can't turn the battery off until it's done because it's pumping the DEF back into the tank, and you can't. That's what that sensing light is, to let you know. Don't shut the disconnect battery. Yeah, so I gotta put a camera on the back.
955.
I've been running the 500, the big difference in straw than the 440. This is the 450, but it's made by, no, I don't want to say made by John Deere, but it's sold by John Deere. Bring some of that twine out there you have laying in there. I just want to show them quick. Just one piece or so. Larry said hi. He wants to see your hat there. He wants to see her. This is the boy. What do you like from Green Dragon?
Monkey bread.
Monkey bread. Your buddy Larry brings it once in a while, don't he? Let me hear.
Only the John Deere farmer can have.
The John Deere. This is the twine we're using, and that stuff fair. I got a kick out of some of your.
Had to be green.
Kick out of some of the reasons. Nice hat, kid. He likes your hat, bud. That's a working farmer's hat, isn't it? His buddy he wanted it's fancy twine. You got that right. It's $44 a roll.
It's fancy.
Yeah, it's John Deere, but it's $44 a roll, and the other stuff's $25 at the other store. Take that dirt that's in the bucket and then put it right there in that little pile right there. So next time we get when we clean up, we'll scoop it up there. But see that pile right there?
Yeah. Do the lights come automatically?
Yeah, lights coming on automatically. Now we have to stand back because we don't want to get run over.
Yeah, like Brooke did. Don't talk about that.
Get a head or chest mount for the GoPro. We don't have any GoPros, Ryan. We just use everything by the cell phone. Larry, he got me a camera mount for that. Larry got me a camera mount for the skid loader, which works really nice. That thing sounds mean. The guy that was here last night helping me, or early this morning, he really liked that John Deere. He said, that thing's a beast. Hey, thanks. See if you can scrape some of that together. No, it's all done by Pilot. He can't reach the floor, Not sure where he's going. I guess he's putting it away. I was going to have him scrape up here in case it rained. I never got the gas cans. I'm going to make a video of doing the gas cans when I get caught up, Larry. I need to stop and get off my rocking chair and get out there and get some work done. The EH controls, and it's on the ISO pattern. Your youngest is very talented at the farm. He is. And he's very cautious. He's very, I was going to have him scrape up everything here and put it in a pile for me. Well, they wanted to see you run it a little bit. And
Okay. Here, I got.
just 2 or 3 times scrape it in a pile and see if you can get it. And then push it right against, you can, that fork's there. You have to take the bucket off to be in that fork. But just make a big pile and then we'll push it into the one bale there then tomorrow.
Then switch it to the fork.
No, just make a pile. There's another hard worker right there. He doesn't get a lot of credit on the farm. He feels his older brother gets more attention. It's kind of hard to make sure everybody gets the even. And the little guy, I mean, that little guy is amazing. What type of acid are you running? I don't know. We didn't purchase any yet for this year. We kind of like to hear what the customers want first. And the acid we had on last year is probably what I'll use again for my crop if I need it. Over here, buddy. So, yeah, once I get some ideas what we want to use this year, then I'll let you guys know. I guess he watched his dad do things a little too much, maybe. I thought he'd do it a little different. Hey Dan, what did you think of my picture I sent you on the trailer? The youngest doesn't need the skid loader. He has his feet. Yeah, he's a worker. He would grab a shovel and clean it up in a broom. He'll start out with the lawnmower here soon. I'll work with him a little bit so he can get used to the lawnmower. He sits on my lap and he'll drive the skid loader, but not quite get in by himself. Pennsylvania. That's pretty good. Johnny got to finish it up. We're going to put new axles on it, Dan. I'm going to take it down. If I have a little time on Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to run her down and they're going to put new axles underneath it. Complete new axles, new airbags. It's going to have, let's see, electric hydraulic brakes. I have to be careful how I say it because I got in trouble last time. I didn't say it right. So you got electric operating hydraulic brakes on the trailer. And he said once you go to those, you'll never go back. Now you need a bigger trailer. Well, yeah, I do need a bigger trailer. And then I need a bigger farm truck. And then I need a Peterbilt. And then I need a 53-foot step deck. That's what I could use. But, you know, like this time of the year, you can't hardly get anything in the fields without getting stuck. Electric hydraulic brakes are really nice. Yeah, so we got a guy down here. It's an Amish outfit. Really good guys. They've done work for me in the past. And they said, bring her in and we'll cut the axles off and we'll put you a heavier axle on it, heavier wheels, load rating. And they'll have it done. They can do it in a day. They can do it in half a day. And ready to go out the door. Hey guys, hope you're having a blessed weekend. We are, thanks. Chasing in guns and outdoors. More money, I'm not sure what that means from the missus. You tell the missus we sold the greenhouse, so we got a tandem. You know, I'd love to get a tandem, but you're looking at 20 some thousand for a good used trailer. That sounds like a lot, but I looked at them and you buy something that's gonna... I need to get a bigger trailer. That's one thing, trailers are, like my trailer's maxed out with a skid loader. Dan knows what I was hauling on it, and he knows what my axles look like underneath there. The trailer's not going on the road until I get it fixed. That's why it's up there. Now I will take it down like the way it is, Dan. Empty, and we'll make it down there. We might have to put a chain around it or something. But I got done in just a nick of time last night. Bigger truck, Peterbilt, more money. As long as the missus keeps her wheels a turning, we'll keep a spending. These boys have big plans.
Oh yeah. No, we'll go put a heated swimming pool in.
We're not putting no heated swimming pool in.
No, when I grow up. Do you see Daisy, guys?
It's too dark in there now.
We could turn the lights on.
What lights? Well, guys, I appreciate you coming along tonight. We talked about the bales. The bales are wrapped. We got a long way to go. Storing feed up for the winter, feeding cattle. Grazing cattle doesn't pay with high land rent for us in this area. There's other places that you can get ground as cheap as 10 bucks an acre, 20 bucks an acre. Then you can graze cattle. So, looks like the missus says it's time for a Peterbilt. Yeah, you keep working on her, Rick. Tell her you hold it to her. Trucking isn't like farming and big money. Trucking is like farming big money. I used to make really good money trucking, and that's where we got a good start. So, not. Well, it depends what you're hauling. We hauled oversized. Oversized doesn't pay good. I'll soon get the green dragon and get some monkey bread for your guy. Well, you better say thanks to Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
Say my dad doesn't go there no more.
My dad doesn't go there no more.
Why? I work all the time.
Yeah, he works all the time.
So, you ready for bed?
Nope, never. Nope, not right now.
So, again, John Boy, if you're still here, thanks a lot. We'll do ice cream. Thank you.
We'll have to get you.
And I hope everybody has a great night. The second son's birthday is coming up next month. So, when's your birthday?
June the 15th.
June the 15th. You have a good evening too, Rick. Thanks for stopping. If you don't see me coming around looking at the videos, you know I'm working too hard. So I'm about shot. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, Ford guy. You have a good night too. And we'll catch you tomorrow. I might have another video coming up around 10 o'clock tonight.
You will?
Yeah. Clint bought two 22 big Texas at 35 for less than 15 with electric. Working too hard or hardly working? LOL. Have a great night. Larry's is June the 5th. When is your birthday?
June the 15th. 10
15th.
days after.
Yeah, 10 days after. So we'll celebrate with monkey bread. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for coming out. And Mrs., don't give up your day job. Hey, Dad, I don't need to be getting in trouble now.